This meeting is being live streamed. Okay.
Going in there now.
Hey.
Hello. Oh,
Hey. Gotcha.
here we go. Hi,
Hey.
everybody. Oh, it looks like I'm in another planet because I'm talking here, but I can't see myself talking there. How's that?
Oh,
Hello.
that's
Okay.
cool.
It's a bit of a lag there. All right. Oh, I don't know.
You can hear me okay?
Yeah, hang on. I think it's stopped. We might have to just start. Hang on. I'm just going to go back and do it again.
Yep, no worries. All good.
Sorry, people's watching. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, all good.
Okay. Right. Um,
Love how this happens.
yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Hilarious. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hello. I'm not sure if we're live streaming. Does it say we're live streaming?
It didn't pop up again. The message didn't pop up.
Okay, let's just make sure that we are live stream. This is all the fun parts of it.
Yeah.
People that, oh no, I don't need that. No, no, no.
I'm just gonna jump on your page on my phone and have a look. Oh yeah, there we go.
No, I don't want billable hours. That's not what we're doing.
Yeah, we're
No.
live. I can see you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just on your phone.
No,
Oh, actually, no, this is from before. Sorry, that was 3 hours ago. So that's the other one from 3 hours ago that's
all
on
right.
there. The other one's not up yet. Where we are now is not up yet.
Come on. It says we're live streaming,
Okay.
but I don't know that we are. Remind persons. What? Okay,
Oh
what's
yeah,
that?
Frequency of Destiny's live.
Okay.
Yep, just let me click on it. Yep, we're live.
Hmm. Hi, everybody. Just having a little bit of a moment there. So, welcome. And
Oh
this is
yeah,
a,
Destiny's live. Okay. Do you know what? Let me click on
but
it. I don't know if we are live.
yeah, I know it's a little bit
It's
weird.
saying we are. Shh.
Oops. Yeah. So, welcome. And this is a,
Destiny's live. Okay. Do you know what? Let me click on
but
it. I won't confuse you. I don't know if we are live.
yeah, I know it's a little bit weird.
I don't think we are. I think you
No, I
were
don't
in
think we are either yet. Oh, let me go on to live
that.
stream.
I'll turn off that so I won't confuse the issue.
Come on.
What did you click on before when you said go live?
I just clicked on live stream, but it's not letting me do that again.
Hmm.
Sorry, people, if we are live and you're watching and you're just seeing all the behind the scenes stuff.
The technical stuff.
Yeah, we love that, but it just won't let me go onto live stream now, which is really annoying. Right, we'll try
Shall we?
one.
Okay, go on. Yep, you go.
Ah, it jumps off. It goes to like live stream and then it's okay. Yep, you put it, watch live stream.
I've just
Nah.
sent you a request to record it.
Hey,
Oh yeah, you just approved it. Yeah, that's all
yeah.
good.
Oh, this is really fun, isn't it?
Should we jump out and jump back on again?
There's stop live stream, so it must be.
Let's jump out and jump back on again, do you reckon?
Okay.
Or no? Do you want to try that? Shall I
Well,
do
it
that?
says it's okay. It says it's doing it, but I'm not sure because hang on, I'll just go onto the
Okay.
thing. Maybe if there's anyone in the comments, because we can't see the comments
Yeah,
either. We're not sure if it's live streaming. We will get this sorted. We did it before and it was a breeze. So there you
I'm just commenting, see if you can see that.
Oh, they can see and hear. She can see and hear.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Yay. All
Yes,
right.
it's a bit different doing it on Zoom. So sorry about that, people, but welcome and thank you for being here. This is a moment in history. We believe her story, actually, because this is about moving into the divine feminine and the story of her story, because it's been the women that have been the ones that have been persecuted and violated and everything all the way through. So welcome everybody. Thank you for spending some time with us today. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Sequoia. I've been a clairvoyant shit shifter for over 40 years now. I have clients all around the world, and my passion is deep inner child work. Because if you don't heal the inner child, nothing else that you do is going to be any relevant. So I'm very passionate about that. Working towards becoming a 9D breath facilitator. So I incorporate that with the work that I do. And I'm very excited to be here today because what happened the other day, this is beautiful Belle, 333, and I'm 555.
Everyone.
So yeah, Belle's was on one of my lives the other night when I was doing some channeled readings, and we connected afterwards because she wanted a reading. Then we ended up doing a reading for each other and talking for 3 hours. So it was amazing. So long lost soul sisters, and we're here on a mission. And this is the time where we are raising the frequency of ourselves because we've done all the deep inner work. And, many of us have come onto this dense planet knowing that we've got a mission. And that mission now is so it's like all of the work that we've done, all of the inner work that we've done has been preparation for what we're coming into. And this is the greatest time in the history of humanity to be alive. Very, very soon, the world, as many of you know, is about to go into a little bit of darkness, which is really good. And that's also the result of the awakening that we've been through with our consciousness. So, yeah, I've been doing this for 40 years. I'm passionate about helping people, and this is the time now to be connecting with like-minded people, like vibration people, because we need to be working at a really high vibration. We need to be working as our higher self-consciousness, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to become the embodiment of all of the trauma and adversity and everything that I've come through to become the embodiment. And same as with Belle. So we are here basically as the forerunners for humanity, for the history of like her story of consciousness. And we're all coming together to share our energy, to share our light, and to remember who we are. So I'll hand you over to beautiful Belle now, and I'll stop waffling.
Oh, you're not waffling. It's all good. Hi everyone, I'm Belle. Some people on here will know me. I used to go to buy Belle's Intuitive Tarot 333, which I still have that. I've got that on my socials. That's just part of what I do. I've been doing this a long time as well, um, since I was a little girl. I've always been a seeker of knowledge and curious about things. So my journey started when I think I was about 12, and I saw a neighbor had a deck of normal playing cards, just everyday playing cards, red backs, clear as day. And she was telling a story with these cards. And as I didn't know at the time as a young girl, but she was doing a reading for my mum. Um, and I was curious. I went, how can you tell a story with cards? Like, so as part of what I do, I use both tarot and oracle cards. As I say to people, they're just pictures on cardboard. They don't hold any special magic, but where the magic comes is when we tune into who we are. They're a personal development tool. I channel like Sequoia. I don't have to flip a card to receive messages from whatever you want to call it, source. I call it source. I call it my guides. I know Sequoia calls it your higher self, which I love, that's literally what it is. So I use tarot and oracle cards. That's part of what I do. I'm an artist as well. I'm an intuitive artist. I'm literally traveling the world at the moment. I say to people, I'm homeless by choice. I don't have a home. Everything I own fits in my backpack and my suitcase. That was by design and by choice. I've been wanting to step into this life for a very long time. As we know, life gets in the way, things happen, all of that. So, divine timing, it was meant to be now. And how Sequoia and I connected, someone said to me, you should, talk to Sequoia. And I hadn't connected with her, but I just so happened to pick up my phone the other day. She was live and I jumped on and I had a look and then I looked at what she did and I went, holy shit, like those words that she was saying could have come out of my mouth. So I know we were meant to connect. I don't have many readings from other people like Sequoia. But I was just guided to have a reading with Sequoia, and then I felt that I wanted to offer what I have to her, and it was a mutual exchange. That's what we did. That's how we connected. Let's just call it divine timing. 555, 333 means 888. I just went, holy shit! Like it was meant to happen. Now we're all here for a purpose and a reason, and um, for whatever reason we've connected, it doesn't matter. We don't question why, and we don't question how things are going to show up. We just jump in and go, if it feels right, it's either a fuck yes or a fuck no for me. It's pretty simple. I've been doing this a long time. I call myself the intuitive, I call myself the spiritual traveler, but intuitive tarot is because I'm always connected to my intuition. I trust what comes through. I get shown what comes through. That's my dog in the background. I'm house sitting for someone at the moment. So that's how we connected. Yeah, so I do art. I'm a writer as well as a reader. So I don't, like I say to people, I don't put myself in a box. I'm multifaceted, multidimensional, like all of us. I don't fit the mold of anything. And this is what's happening. We're moving towards that. What is happening now is we're creating the new world that we're living in. We're creating what's meant to come forward. So trusting that and moving forward, being open to receive, because we haven't fucking created it yet. That's why this is happening. We're all finding our tribe, and frequency is our destiny. Exactly that. It's our freedom. We just change our frequency, align with who we truly are, and the magic will fucking happen. Things will happen that we can't even fathom, expect, understand, or believe, and I never say I don't believe this is happening because our words are powerful, right? So believe it because they're trying to show it to you. Just step into it. That's it. That's
Absolutely.
so yeah.
What I love is that we both swear, like I'll be known as the healer with Tourette's, because it's like, to me, it's just an expression of energy. It doesn't mean anything. So if you take it personally, that's on you, because it's just, to me, it's always just like I do some of my best work with people swearing, getting them swear,
Yeah.
release that
Yeah.
energy. So yeah, so we did like a bit of a test run of this before, and it actually flowed really well. And we thought we would just tune in. And so what we did before was I just channeled a message, and then Belle pulled the cards, and then we see if the message correlates, and it did every time. There's a lot of talk of the EBS happening. There's a lot of talk of the world going into lockdown. It is inevitable. It is going to happen, and it is very, very soon. And I just keep getting,
Hey, bring it on.
yes, 10, 10. But also, for those of us who've been on the path, we know that this is the turning point. Like this is what all of the lifetimes of preparation that we've done is all about. So that all of that darkness, because it can't survive in our light, and we've come through persecution, we've come through witch burning, all of that stuff. Well, it's their turn for the karma now. So it is going to get really, really messy, as we know. But that's also a really good thing, because it's time. We need to be able to have, the light workers actually need to be able to stand and shine and be abundantly blessed, so that we can spread those blessings around the world and not be capped anymore. And because we've moved through all of our fears, we've moved through all of our like we've moved our way through the consciousness, it's like the preparation's over. Now the work actually begins. So with this change in consciousness, we're actually just at the beginning, because like Belle said, we haven't been in this place before. So we're co-creating the new earth. And that new earth is because of our consciousness and because of our awakening. So I've had a vision for humanity for a really long time that I've channeled, and I realized that like 30 years ago I channeled. It's on a big piece of fairy Christmas wrap paper. One day it'll be a really famous document, because I actually had this vision for humanity that I channeled, like communities, schools, universities, all sorts of different things, all for higher consciousness. And I realized just recently that I've actually had to spend this 30 years since I had the vision growing to become that, to be able to embody the energy of what it is that we're co-creating. So very excited. So do you want to do what we did before? Do you want to pull cards first? And
Yeah, no, oh yeah. Yeah,
unfortunately, because
if you want to channel and hold the space, and
yep.
I'll pull cards as you're doing
Okay.
that. Oh,
So first of all, what I'll do, because unfortunately, because we're on Zoom, I can't actually see the comments, so I can't see if anyone's comments. So if you want to message either of us in Messenger, until we figure, anyone that knows me in technology, I'm much better than I was. I couldn't even use a computer a while back. So okay. So I'll tune in. If anyone's got anything about what's coming up that you want to know about, maybe text us in Messenger, and we will figure it all out, the technical side of it later. So first of all, I just want, if everyone just wants to take a really, really deep breath and just really fill your belly up, just absolutely breathe in and just hold it, and then and as you breathe it out, imagine your roots are going deep down to the core of the earth. They're connecting with your own individual crystal. This crystal has been with you since the beginning of time. This crystal holds all of your codes of remembering, your wisdom, your knowledge, your gifts, all of that which has been suppressed through all dimensions in time and space. The crystal has been cleansed to its highest frequency of light. And now all of these codes are coming up through your roots, all the way through the earth, into the soles of your feet, becoming golden liquid. This golden liquid moves all the way through your feet, up your legs, up into your hips, all the way up through your spine, your upper arms, your forearms, your hands, your fingers, coming back up into your neck. And as it comes into your neck, it becomes a golden fountain of light. And this golden fountain of light pours into your head, awakens the pineal gland, awakens the third eye, and comes pouring out of the top of the forehead, top of the crown, and down around you like a golden orb of light, calling on all of the higher selves of those that are present, the higher selves of the other interdimensional beings that are working with us, only those of the highest light and frequency. We're also asking that we have a 12-dimensional Merkaba shield around each and every one of us, so that no energies or entities that are pretending to be who they're not are able to enter anyone's energy field. We ask that each and every one of us are protected, and the full armor of God be placed upon each and every one of us. Greetings, dear hearts. We are here with you at this time, and there is much excitement and anticipation through all of the dimensions in time and space, for humanity is about to move forward into the highest frequencies of light. Many of you will find that your physical bodies are being affected by the energy that is being brought upon the earth from the sun, from other dimensional objects that are coming towards the planet, and also the energy and frequencies of the earth at this time. We would say to you, dear hearts, that there is, in fact, the time of reclusing into the house for a short period of time, and know that this is not like the one of the past. This is the one where freedom for humanity is able to be granted once and for all. There will be much evil that will be revealed, as you well know. However, know, dear hearts, that you are safe. There is no thing to fear. Each and every one of you will intuitively know what your assignment is. For many of you have come to this planet knowing that you have a mission and not quite sure what that mission is. That mission to this date, dear hearts, has been to learn to love and accept the self, to move away from the false self of fear, of lack, of not being worthy or enough, So that, dear hearts, has been the work to this point, to learn to love and accept yourself and to step into the Christ consciousness that each and every one of us contains. Know, dear hearts, that you are safe. All is well, and the chaos that ensues in the outer world is something to be celebrated. Remember to sit back, to observe and not absorb, and know that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Awesome. Um, so as you were tuning in and channeling there, I was pulling cards and people would have seen me doing that. I've got oracle decks and a tarot deck with me. I do this intuitively. I never know how many cards I'm meant to pull. They show me. Um, so literally I've got one, two, three, four, five cards here. So and it's funny in my guides speak through numbers as well. So I'll show you the cards in a minute. But the first one was 7, which is divinely guided, 8, then 9. So in order 7, 8, 9, which rarely happens, by the way. And then the 2 tarot cards. But I'll just share what's come through. So in line, of course, with what you just said, round and round is the first card. So you were talking about tuning into your third eye. Round and round, it's the story repeating itself, or is it? We get to choose that, right? So what's this new story we're going into? And fire spirit energy. Look at her holding the fire there and the lightning bolts coming from the sky. So we talk about, I always say we're the granddaughters of the witches they couldn't fucking bend, because we've all found our voice now. We've lived millennia and lifetimes of being persecuted. And it's not just about women, but being persecuted for who we were and what we stood for and everything. And we've gone through a lot, all of us as a collective. And the last 5 years literally has just sped that up. So the new awakening that's happening, we've always been awake. We've just had to tune into this. And it's all about frequency and energy, right? And alchemizing what's meant to come through. And then embracing friendship, the 9 card, 27, which is a 9 card, the masculine and feminine, like you said, and they're sitting on the moon there. But this is the masculine and feminine coming together and creating what's meant to be coming forward into this world. And I love this, the 2 tarot cards that came out, 10 of Swords. Literally, the 10 of Swords is about a new day is dawning on the horizon, a big cycle coming to the end, a new cycle coming in. And when Sequoia and I were deciding when we were going to do this, at first we were going to do it on the full moon, and then for whatever reason we didn't. And today adds up to a 10, which is a 1, ending and beginnings of new cycles. So I just say the cards never lie. My guides know what's up. And then this is going forward, the hope for humanity, what we're stepping into. Page of Cups is a surprising new beginning. There's a fish in that cup, but it's a surprising new beginning connected to our frequency of our emotions, living in flow. Cups are connected to water and going with the flow and being open to what's coming forward. And this is basically a new beginning in that, filling our cups up and stepping into the new. So you saw me pull the cards. There's no magic tricks here. It's what's meant to come through. So I'll just repeat round and round, get a new fucking story, as I always say. You're going to keep telling yourself the same story, or are you going to build a new one? Go within and then without. So labyrinths and spirals, it's coming into us and then alchemizing and bringing out what's meant to come out, our frequency and our energy. It's a big message from spirit. This was actually the first card that popped out when you started channeling, but they always tell me which order to put them in to bring the message forward. So it's the alchemy of the energy of our vibration and embracing friendship. Who can we connect with? Who can we connect with? And how the fuck did we just connect out of the blue? We don't question it. It's all good. So
Mm.
yeah, that's the message that's come forward. So
Beautiful. And we are talking before about, because we've all had a time of reclusive, like the last 6 years has been fine tuning, because it's actually been thousands of years that we've been doing this to get to this point. So it's
yeah.
oh, yay. Really exciting. So I just recently set up a center, called Center of Divine Embodiment, and it's for the people that are holding a big space. It's for the light workers, for the warriors, it's for the ones, because we need to replenish. We give out with our energy, we give out a lot of energy, and sometimes because it's just our nature to give, but sometimes we're not so good at receiving. And there's also times too where you give out so much energy that you just feel yourself burning out. So I've set up the center of divine embodiment, and it is for that. It's for people to come in and just to fine tune ourselves, to be held space for, to support each other, to fine tune, like, we've done the core work, but now we're just sort of fine tuning now and pulling out the final threads of stuff. So I'm really passionate about that, and that sort of came to me as well, as a result of doing a breath work that I did, and I had this vision of the center. And also saw humanity. I saw everything that's coming, because I'm a double Aquarian, so I'm here to bring in the consciousness of the age of bring it in with others. Obviously, we're here co-creating, but like I see humanity's future. I see this amazing, beautiful future that we have, and it's actually here now. And this future is about children growing up learning self-awareness as the most important thing. They learn self-awareness, they learn to love themselves, they learn about body consciousness, they learn about what their body needs, they learn about what their gifts are, naturally. So if you follow your gifts from a child and into adulthood, you're always going to thrive. So this is what we're coming into, and this is this vision that I had for humanity, and I've got like goosebumps as I'm saying.
They just dropped for me. Imagine if we created a generation of kids that were able to do that from a young age, where their voice weren't silenced, where they were allowed to be who they're meant to be. Imagine that fucking world. And that's why we're here, because we weren't allowed to do that as kids. We had to fight against that and go, no, no. So, we're here to show people just by who we are. Literally. We don't even have to do anything, just be who we are. And that's what's being created now in this. I had the same vision. No boundaries, no borders, no fences, boundaries. Like I say, we're multidimensional, multifaceted, multicolored, dimensional, tapping into source and tapping into things that they've told us that don't exist, that don't, when we look at mind, body, spirit, and the elements, the ether was also always an element, but at some point in his story, they changed that and took us away from that, took us away from source, took us away from, being who we're meant to be. So I love it. It's an exciting time to be alive. When people go, oh my God, there's doom and gloom. No, there's fucking not. Yes, there is, but do you want to tap into that? Or do you want to tap into the energy of what you really want in your life? That's it. Frequency is our freedom. And if we put that into every space in our life, that frequency of who we're truly meant to be, that inner voice that we have, everyone's got it. We've just been distracted, and we're distracted from, being still enough to hear those messages and feel that. So imagine if we created a generation of kids that could do that.
And it's going to be great, because it'll be our grandchildren. And so we're the
Yeah.
ones that came to stop it. We're the ones to say, no more, we're done. It ends with us. So that's why our journeys have been so difficult. And, like just even this year, the energy has been like boom, boom, boom. Like I turned 60 this year, and like to me, it was like, wow, this is amazing. Like this is like
Love
a
it.
passage, and I feel I feel better than I did when I was 20. Like I feel so
Same,
alive and so
same.
vibrant. And so this is the time, but the past few months have been really intense with the energy. So that's where it's really important to stay grounded. We all have these mind loops, and they seem to have been really prevalent lately for everyone.
Yeah.
Like it might be lack, which has had always been mine. Might be pain in the physical body. It might be overanalyzing things, or being in the mind, or whatever it is. So we've all had these mind loops, and it just feels like now we're moving through all of that, because that's also been done by design. That's
Yes.
been to keep us small, and we are amazing. So this is about stepping into the Christ consciousness, being my new motto is fearless, unfuckable with, and free. Because it's
My
like, and
favorite words.
yeah,
My
and it
favorite
is
word.
like and it just means that no, we've learned boundaries, we've learned discernment, we've learned to say no, and you're not going to fuck with me, and also I'm very specific about who I let into my energetic
Yep.
realm. Very,
Me.
very protective of my energy, and I'm also very aware if anyone's trying to hook into it. And it's like, no, that's not going to happen. So it's like there's this new awareness that we have, but we're actually just remembering who we are. And Yeshua was here, Jesus was here to say, what I can do, you can do, and more. That's
Yeah.
what's been stopped. It's that ascension, and they can't stop it now. And it's
No,
also,
that's right. I call it the tsunami of truth,
yep,
literally.
yep.
And water can be destructive or it can be very peaceful when we get to choose that. You taught me something about that the other day when we were talking, and you said when you tap in, it's like not allowing other entities to come in. And I never did that. I've never done that. I don't stop anything coming in because I'm literally fearless. I can match anyone's energy or face anything. So I'm like, yeah, you want to come to my space, you better fucking bring it. Because nothing can touch me. I fear nothing, including death. And I say this to people all the time. And it's funny when I meet people, oh, sure you fear something, Belle, and I actually don't, because I trust Source and I trust who I am and all of that. I actually just tell them they're not welcome because I know it, you feel it. And people that come into your space, and I'm talking in the physical realm about inviting those people, and I say to sit at my table. Um, when people aren't ready to do the work or people aren't ready to look within, because I call it cracking the egg, because when I sit with people at the table, the saying I have is when they tell their story, because everyone's got a story, including us, and I simply say, how's that working for you? And they go, well, it's not. And I go, that's right, it's time to get a new fucking story. So let's look at that. Let's unpack that. And it's similar to what you do in a different way with the inner child stuff, because that's where the story and that loop plays in our head way back when. So yeah, it's you taught me that about, and when I prepare now and meditate, I say that, I say just bring in my higher self and bring in, it's always with good intentions. It's always with good intentions. And people talk about, and I don't like talking about this much, but I'll just say it because I know someone that's listening needs to hear this. Um, when when people say the dark magic side and all of that, where there's dark, there's light. And when people talk about, the evil and the devil and all of that, well, they're just words. And it's the intention that we sit at the table with. It's the intention where we sit in the energy that we sit in. So it's just not inviting that energy in because we know, however you want to word it. I don't like saying good and bad, evil, whatever. It's not terms. I don't talk about boxes and thinning, religion. And this is with respect, I say this, whoever is on here that has a religious faith, I don't judge people for that at all. But when they created some religions, I'll just say this, the fire and brimstone and the fear and all of that came about for a reason, like you said, to keep us distracted. And this is what's happening. That division has always been there since millennium. Well, no, let's come together. There doesn't need to be a division. There doesn't need to be the shit that's going on. What energy do we want to tap into? So I'll just say that. So yeah, you taught me that about being more mindful of that is what I want to say. I'll just say it like that. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. So, okay, I've just got another message coming through. So that
Yeah.
seems to tie in with all of that. Okay. Dear hearts, when you go into the Akashic records, you will find that there are many, many volumes of all of the lifetimes that you have experienced. And each of these lifetimes is like one of your multifaceted selves. For in fact, there is no past, present, or future, for all things are happening simultaneously. And you will find, your hearts, that you are living in multiple dimensions and multiple lives simultaneously. Of recent years, there has been much awareness of this as what would be called past lives. However, we would say to you that this is parallel lives that are occurring at this time. And these are aspects of us that have come forth to be healed. We have been the male and the female. We have been the rapist and the raper. We have been the victim and the villain. So we have experienced all of these things, dear hearts, for if we do not know our darkness, we do not know our light. And this is the reason why the dark night of the soul for many has appeared to have continued for many, many lifetimes. However, when you can walk fearlessly into that darkness, fearlessly into the shadow of darkness, shining your light into all of those corners, the corners of the selves, the parts of you that have been unloved or rejected or unwanted through different aspects, and the belief systems that each of them has created because of this, then we realize that all things are one, and that all that has been missing from the consciousness of these multi-dimensional parts of ourselves has been love and self-acceptance. And this, dear hearts, also is why the journey has been so difficult, for you are moving through all of these facets, and you will find now that there is a great synthesis that is occurring across the planet as all of the multi-dimensional selves of all beings are coming together as one, now whole and healed. So we would ask, dear hearts, we would ask your higher selves to call forth all of your soul fragments that have been scattered across all dimensions in time and space, in the darkness, in the light, some that have been lost, some that have been forgotten. We invite them all now to come forth into the light and to come together whole and healed. And as we do this, we are extending and accentuating the oneness of humanity. For this is what we came here for, dear hearts, to step into the Christ consciousness. Christ is in. There is no other place that you will find this. There is no being outside of you that will come and rescue you, that will bring you all of the answers and that will save your life. This, dear hearts, is why the journey has been so difficult, and we must go within. You are also blessed. And as we see this, we see now all of these particles, all of these energies coming across the planet. This is most exciting, dear hearts, and you will see a quickening in the awakening of humanity just because of this act. As we call forth all of the soul fragments of all beings on this planet, of all dimensions in time and space, all karma, all cords, all contracts, all vows, all agreements, all implants, all programs, all of that which no longer serves humanity will now be released as the wholeness and the oneness of our multidimensional selves come together as one being that you walketh in your sovereignty, in your light. You are so powerful, dear hearts. We are most blessed to be witnessing this at this time.
That's so cool. I was pulling cards as you were channeling then. Um, about choices and things. So Seven of Cups is all about choices. So there's good choices, there's not so good choices, and this is choices for ourselves, right? And the next card that came out is not for you. So what are you choosing? What do you want to choose? What fills your cup? What gives you energy? What lifts you up? And ask for help. And look, it's a reflection of who we are. The help's within inside of us. Ask for what you want. And then, as they say, ask and you shall receive. Look within and ask for what you want. What do you, I can't stress this enough. My guides are really hammering this. It's like, what do you want to create? How do you want to go moving forward? And when that story pops up, welcome that and go, thank you. I've got this. It's all good. Thank you. That inner child, give her a hug and go, yeah, I've got this. Be the adult now that you weren't, that you could be if you were going to show up for that child. And the answers, ask for help. It's there. Ask whatever your belief is or whatever you want to call it. I call it the universe. It's all one source. We just give it different names. But ask for help. Say, this is what I want. This is, not what I want, but this is how it could be. This is how I could see it. Show me. All I say to people is just show me. Miracles and magic can happen at any given moment. Just show me. Don't be stuck in how it's going to show up because it closes off the different opportunities. Just show me the way. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want to head into. How are you going to show up? Like, show me what's possible. Thank you. Show me what's possible. And the two tarot cards, building it with someone, the three, another three, building it with someone, creation, intuition, building whatever this is moving forward. We're not meant to do this journey on our own. We know that. Humans are meant to be connected. If we look at the last 5 years when they shut us in our homes and disconnected people from other people, of course they did. It was all by design. We know that. So connecting with others, the wheel of fortune, fucking massive card to come out. This is the wheels are turning in your favor, literally, in our favor, literally. So yeah, love that.
Yeah, wow, amazing.
I know, right?
My body's
So
body rushes.
yeah, Ace
So
of Swords, Ace of Swords, taking inspired action to a new beginning. That's it.
yeah. And that's also too where like living your life intuitively comes in as well too, like being spirit driven and just trusting that, like trusting that intuition. The intuition is your intuition, the teacher within. So trusting that instinct that you get, and it might be something really random. Like a friend the other day
Yes.
said, "Oh, I need to go and buy some silver today." So she did. So
Yeah.
it's like those things that is our that's our universe, high self, spirit. That's where we are coming to, because when you can live spirit driven, live your life spirit driven, um it'll be really random, but oh my god, it takes you
Yeah.
to amazing
Yeah.
places, and you're always divinely protected and guided. And this is what we really need, especially at the moment, because there are, with the darkness and the light, like all of the darkness that's being exposed on the planet, there are some really nasty spirits that are pretending to be light. So we're the
Yeah.
targets at the moment.
Yeah.
It's like we've got a target on our head. It's like, yeah, well, you're not fucking coming near me, mate. Fuck off. You know, because it's like, but we have to be vigilant with our energy at the moment. We have to be
Yeah.
absolutely like full armor of God every day. Before you go to sleep at night, a really good thing to do, and this is what Spirit said to me, is like, so they gave me a diamond cloak a while ago. So it's this amazing, beautiful cloak. And I put that on clients when we do healing work. At nighttime, before you go to sleep, put the hood on. Okay. So when you're going through the astral realm, because our dreams and everything at the moment, and this is where they think they can get to us, is in the astral realm.
Mm. Yeah.
So, and putting like a crystal pyramid over your bed. So I just visualize a crystal pyramid over the bed, and I've got this hood. Really, really important to remember in the morning to take the hood off, because it doesn't make you invisible, but it makes you translucent or transparent. And I've
Yeah.
been driving before, and I've had cars coming at me, swerving at me, and I didn't realize, like, take the hood. I actually had a car like hidden to the side of me in another lane because he literally didn't see me. So this is how
You.
powerful we are. You
I
know,
say vibrate so high that they don't fucking see us. And
exactly.
it's funny you're talking about that because I know when I'm sleeping, I'm not actually sleeping. I'm being taken to other realms and shown a lot of different stuff. The messages that I'm being shown. And sometimes, and I talk about I carry the sword of truth. And it's like I've got my sword out and it's like, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. And it's funny when I look at my other realms and past lives or whatever. And I had a friend that did a drawing of me, a painting of me, and I had a scar on my stomach. And I don't physically have a scar on my stomach. And I got shown a vision when they burnt me at the stake as a witch. They didn't just burn me, they got a sword and cut me open. And that's what the scar is. And now that weapon of destruction, I've turned into a weapon of truth. So, when I'm in other realms or whatever, it's like, yeah, no one can come near me. Like, fuck off. And in the physical form, on this 3D earthly plane, which is now 5D, but it's funny, cafes are usually my workspaces, so I'll be sitting at a cafe. If I put my cards on the table, literally people will come and sit in front of me. I don't even have to say anything. They're curious, whatever. Um, but if they're not meant to be in my realm or in my energetic space, I see it all the time. They'll walk towards me and they'll literally stop in their tracks and then turn away and go because I don't invite that energy at all. I've been doing this a long time like you, and it's like, yeah, no, you're not welcome here. Fuck off. So trusting that intuitive side of us and that being aware of our energy and where we share it and what we do, that's really important, especially for the light warriors. Just because we can, does it mean we have to? Does it mean we should? Are we meant to sit at the table and do readings just because we can? We get to decide that, no one else. We know we want to help people. That's what we're here to, lift the vibration to humanity. But there's certain people that aren't willing to look within to do that work and aren't willing to, because everyone's looking for answers. We know that. We're going to get very fucking busy real soon, and we know that. Um, but sometimes they just want to take from you with all the hours of learning that you've done. It's like someone cheating on an exam, right? Give me the cheat sheet, give me the paper. It's like, no, no, I earned this fucking piece of paper. By the way, we don't have a piece of paper. We don't need one. We were talking about this the other day about graduating. We don't need a piece of paper. And, when people say, oh, there's no certificate that we have. We can do courses and we can do workshops and we can do all that. And sometimes you're given a piece of paper for that. And I've had this conversation many times over my lifetime because people go, oh, I need that bit of paper to do that. I go, no, you don't. You just tap into source and the knowledge. You'll find the right person. If that's what you're here to do and you want to do that, the person you'll attract into your life because you're on that vibration. And we don't need a piece of paper. That's the old way of thinking. That's it. I'll just say that. That's the old way of thinking. We don't need the bit of paper, you know?
Yeah.
How many
And
people
that,
do you know? And there's nothing against, and I'm not against knowledge or wisdom or learning because I'm a seeker of knowledge, 100%. Um, but be discerning of where you get that knowledge from and the energetic stuff that you do around that. Yeah.
I remember when I first started on my journey, because like I was a super psychic child and I had all of these experiences and things that happened. And then as a teenager, I was drinking, doing drugs and everything. So it was all accelerated, like it was all like
Oh,
this.
I've done that. Yep.
God, yeah, I've done that. Oh my God. Feels like it was lifetimes ago. But oh my God, what was I going to say with that? So I went to a 4-year course when I was like in my early 20s, and I had this teacher, and she was like, oh, you're going to be blah blah blah, and you're going to be world famous and all this sort of stuff. And at the time my life was down around my feet. Like I was going through a violent marriage, going through a divorce, like all of this stuff going on. And so what I realized was that um like it was sort of up there, but you can't do the spiritual work until you've done the inner work. Like you can't be working in the
Hi.
spiritual until you've actually done the work to get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So what I've come to recently was like this thing of, like a belief system about not being qualified, like unless I'm a doctor, lawyer, blah, 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 I'm not qualified, because that was a belief, just another thread being pulled out.
Old
And
story we tell ourselves.
yeah. Um, so no matter what you do, no matter what you learn, you're never going to be qualified to be, whatever it is that you're meant to be. So the only qualification we need is to be our authentic selves,
Yeah.
and that's what all of the learning, what everything is. And then I went through this process just before I met Belle, like we connected, about graduation. Like I'd actually graduated through something, and it was like this amazing, incredible feeling of coming home to myself. Like absolutely, I had tears of joy coming through with what happened. It was such an amazing experience. And it's like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I've graduated, I'm qualified. But it wasn't anything to do with a piece of paper. It was like, oh, now I'm ready for the next level of the journey, and I'm starting again. Like we're always at the
Yeah.
beginning, no matter what we think we know or who we think we are. And that's what we're also having to do at this time, is to let go of all of the ideas of who we think we were, who
Yeah.
we need to be, who we think other people think we should be, because that's a big one. We quite often people pleasing and all of that sort of stuff, and just surrendering totally to like just to being who we are. That's it.
Yeah.
Like being our most authentic
Yeah.
selves, fully in divine alignment with who we are, and in that place of absolute self-love. Like I had this experience of like I was literally crying. It's like, oh my God, I love you so much. I'm so, so proud of you for this journey and
Yeah.
for everything that we've come through. And it still brings tears to my eyes, because this is what we're all here for. So it's so exciting that we're all rising together. No
Yeah.
one's better or anything, because we're always at the beginning, but we're actually doing this and actually being able to say, hey, I'm fucking gorgeous, I'm beautiful, like I'm
Yeah.
absolutely. In the past it would have been, oh, you're really big headed. It's like, no, I'm fucking gorgeous, and
Yeah.
and I own it. I love being a beautiful woman. I love the ritual of being a woman and all of that sort of stuff, just
And
owning who you
fully
are.
accepting who you are and owning
Yeah,
that. And
exactly.
and and people say to me sometimes like, oh, aren't you scared? Like, you're not scared to say anything, Belle. And it's like, why should I be? I don't give a fuck. It's zero fucks given. I don't care what people think of me. It's not about that. It's
Exactly.
stepping into our full authenticity and our full truth of who we are. And we don't have to show that to anyone, but I'll have a conversation with anyone about anything. And I'll sit and listen. And if people ask for my beliefs or my opinion or whatever, damn sure they'll get it. If they ask for it, I'm going to give it. There's no subject off limits. I'm never scared to voice that. There's ways you can do it, of course. Being mindful and respectful of other people is important. We know that, including ourselves, by the way. Because how many times have you sat with someone and had a conversation and gone, "Oh fuck, I wish I had a should had a said that," or "Shit, I shouldn't have said that," or whatever. I never say that. I never ever, because as someone once said to me, if you can sit and have a conversation or do this forum or whatever with no script for 2 hours, then you know you're speaking your truth, whatever that truth means to you. And it's not up to us how people perceive that, that's on them. We're just the vessel that channels the information and gives it out there. I was questioning everything about a year ago about my mission and why I'm here and am I meant to do this and all of that. And someone said, just because you can doesn't mean you have to. And I had to sit with that as well. And she said to me, whatever you put out there, the right people will receive it as they're meant to. It doesn't matter. You're just the vessel. That's it. However people receive that, the people that are ready to receive it will, that full embodiment of who we are, that's important because that's where our authentic self comes from. And I call it finding your inner compass, finding your true north.
Mm.
That moral compass, that inner compass, everyone's got that intuitive voice. It's just being still enough to hear it, to come through. And here's the thing, when you do that, that unfuckwithable is an amazing word. No one can fuck with that because it's your truth. It's no one else's truth. And that's why I say to people, especially in this realm, don't let anyone ever tell you you're doing your spiritual journey wrong. There is no right or wrong. It's your journey. We can tap into other people to get guidance and help and all of that. But if it doesn't fucking resonate, leave it there. Leave it on the table. It's not your truth, and you come across people that have the egos and the big stuff, and that's all about them when they hold that space. It's not about the person that's sitting in front of them. And I'm not just talking about client, privileged client. I'm talking about everyone that you come across in your life. Usually people want to speak because they want to be heard, and the ego that comes out, and people know what I'm talking about. But step into who we are, the frequency of who we are. That's where our freedom lies.
Mm.
That's it.
And one of the like my teacher that I had at that time way back, she said, "I want you to write something in the on the mirror in lipstick. Guru, guru. G you
Mm,
are you. Nobody else
mm,
but you." And it took me years to actually realize what that meant because looking for
yeah,
teachers, for
yeah,
things. G you are you, and it's like, oh my god, that was so simple, but it's something that stuck with me all the way through. G you are you. That's it. Nobody
yeah.
else.
I
And nobody.
love that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. The word I am, that took me a while to get right. So it's
Mm,
like I am what? I am who? I am whatever. We can be who and whatever we want to be. I've journaled all my life since I was a young girl, and I write. I literally pick up a pen and channel information, but some people get stuck on that. And one thing that helped me with that when I didn't know what to write, um, I'd write the sentence, and so it is. And so it is. And then I'd go, well, what is? How am I feeling today? What's going through my mind? Our journals are just conversations we have with ourselves, right? And I say it's like having a conversation with your best friend. And so it is. And so what is? How am I feeling today? What's going through my head, all the mucky stuff, what's going through my heart. It just helps clear the energy to then tap into what's meant to come through. I'll just say it
yeah.
like that. So yeah. I love that. Guru.
Yeah.
Guru.
G
I love that. That's
yeah. If
awesome.
you're looking for a guru, it's out there, but it's here.
Yeah,
So
that's right. Love
yes.
that.
So maybe we can do one more tune in and one more card thing because we would like to keep it to an hour. So
Yeah, sure.
don't forget to like and subscribe. I've never said that before. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sound like
I
a
know.
YouTube.
So I that like and subscribe thing, right? So now I look at it like this. It's an energetic transaction. So it's literally tapping into that energy, and that vibration will have a ripple effect. And
Like,
that's what I say to people when I used to do readings all the time. I'd say, if I've helped you today, just tell someone.
yeah,
That's it. And that's like the like and subscribe, right?
yeah, for sure. Like and connect.
Yeah, like and connect. That's it.
So yeah, so I'll tune in and we'll do one more of each of the cards and everything. And in the comments, because we can't see it on, I didn't realize I've never done it live onto YouTube through
Okay.
Zoom before. So if there any comments or anything there, we'll go in and answer them afterwards.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so thank you all for being here in advance. And yes, so I'll just tune in again. I just feel so excited. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Dear hearts, this has been a powerful transmission of energy, and this will have a ripple effect through the consciousness of those that are needing to receive this energy and also confirmation of their journeys at this time. For as you know, it has been most arduous, and at times there have been moments where you have not wanted to be here, where you have thrown your hands up in despair and wondered why you were put into this place of such dense energy and such dysfunction and also such unawareness. And this has been a great consternation for the mind of many, at many times. However, dear hearts, we would say to you that as you travel on this journey of life, as you become more the embodiment of who you are, just by being your authentic self, you give those around you permission to do the same. As you become fearless, you give others permission to do the same. And as you are in your heart, just by your mere presence and your high frequency vibration, those around you shift in consciousness, whether they choose to or not. We would say, though, that they would choose to, otherwise, they would not be around you. You will find that many will be very drawn to your energy as you step more into your light, and there will be those that are repelled. And again, this is the discernment of the spirit. For the lower frequency vibration cannot survive within the high vibration of who we are and what we are coming into. And we would also say to you, dear heart, you feel your vibrations are high now. This is nothing in comparison to what it will be. You are superhuman beings. Each and every one of you is made in the likeness of God. You are carrying the spark of divinity, the Christ consciousness that started off as a flicker is now becoming an inferno, a flame of reawakening, like that card that appeared in the beginning, the flame spirit, the fire spirit. This is who we are. As we step into our truth, we reclaim our wings, we reclaim our sovereignty, we reclaim our divine femininity and our divine masculinity, and we reclaim the divine essence of who we are. And now, as the woman, we can be receptive and intuitive, and we do not have to be the one that is the commander in chief. For we will find that the twin flame energy is drawing close and that there will be an equal exchange of energy. There is much to be celebrating, dear hearts, and there is so much abundance coming to humanity. And we would say to you, be true to you. Again, observe, but do not absorb, and realize that that which is going on in the outer world is a hologram. It is not the reality of truth. This is the vestiges of thousands of years of control, of depravity. And you will find that the higher you rise in your vibration, the less that these things affect you. No, dear hearts, that all is well. And when you see through the eyes of love and authenticity, all things come to you with grace and ease. Know that they will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Oh, love that. Holy shit. I'll just show you the cards that came out as you were channeling. So the star. Be careful what you wish for because you're gonna fucking get it. So what do we want? What are we looking forward to? This is a blessed card. It's one of the I call it It's one of the happiest cards in the tarot deck. It's like just the energy of the cosmos being blessed. This time right now, it's like, be careful what we wish for. What vibration do we want to tap into? What energy do we want to tap into? And if we have a look at this reflecting pool stillness, the card's 33. You can't write this shit. It's a 6. It adds up to love. It's the card of love. And where she's looking into the pool, it's a swan. I don't know if you can see that very well, but the reflection she sees is a swan in that card. So it's how we view ourselves, tapping into our own energy. And the card that came out at the end, holy shit, it's another 6, 24, which is a 6. Speak your truth. There's a dragonfly. If you have a look on my shirt, I've got a dragonfly. It's a brooch. And my guides, when I was preparing for this, kept saying to me, put that on, pin it on, pin it on, pin it on. And I'm like, fucking rightio. I always trust what I'm being shown. There's a reason for that. Um, the moon and the sun again, which is like behind your head there, it's showing the connection of that. I just wanted to share that. And the lotus flower. So lotuses grow through mud, and then all of a sudden they go, here I am. And this is what's happening with humanity at the moment. It's time. It's fucking time. At this very point in time, it's all synchronicity. It's all energetic. It's all, the ether connecting with us here on earth, and tapping into that. Speak your truth and be in the stillness. Take time to really tune into who you are, where you are, and how you want your life to look moving forward.
Mm.
Tapping into that vibration. Be mindful of where you're expending your energy. That's funny. I never not had a voice, and my body does the energy that's around. So this is giving permission to use their voice, people to use their voice, speak your truth. So yeah, thank you for that, Sequoia. That was fucking beautiful channeling. I love
Well,
it.
so today is 2 years ago that I wrote a chapter in a book called Perfectly Imperfect. Look at what's on the front, a dragonfly.
Yes.
It came out 2 years ago today. It was an international #1 bestseller, which, yeah, blah,
Love
blah, blah,
it.
whatever.
Yeah,
But,
love.
and my channel was, all masters were once disasters. And today I've gone from disaster to destiny 2 years later.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how amazing is that? It's not about the book or anything, because that was just
No,
a,
no, yeah, yeah. No, it's all good.
yeah. So,
I'll
thank,
just
yeah,
I
sorry.
just want to share something. I'm not going to plug this, but there's two books that I've just produced, but I just want to bring attention to this one. Say it like it is, even when your voice shakes. That's
Yeah,
my mining journey, but that's a story for another day. But it's always about that. Say it like it is, even when your voice shakes, but that brings your truth out as
yeah,
well.
for
For
sure.
sure. Love that.
Awesome. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Belle. This has been amazing. And we're going
Thank
to
you,
sort of aim for it to
Sequoia.
be a weekly thing.
Yeah,
Taking a break in November for a couple of weeks. But anyway, let us know your thoughts. Let us know what it is that you would like us to channel, to tap into.
yeah. If people have got any questions, we'll do that.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yep, for sure.
We're happy to
So,
answer any
yeah,
questions. No
yeah,
subjects off limit.
that's right.
Anything that's challenging you moving forward, all that kind of stuff for sure.
Yep, for sure. And so just closing off the circle now. So just thanking all of the higher selves of all of those that are present, all of those that will receive this transmission through all dimensions in time and space. Thanking all of the light workers and the warriors of light at this time that are working so hard to bring about to raising the consciousness of humanity, and sending congratulations to each and every one of you for being the blessed beings that you are, and giving thanks in advance for all of the abundance that is coming to all of humanity. And this is about spiritual abundance that comes from the heart. It's nothing to do with your bank account, even though it's going to be overflowing. This is about the spiritual abundance of who you have become. So just really stop and take a moment just to give thanks to yourself and to honor your journey, and to realize that it's all been worth it. And oh my God, it's just getting better and better, and it's fucking awesome. Bring it on.
I just
So
got big bumps.
so send
Uh,
you all so much love, and let us know your thoughts, and we will answer. I'm not quite sure how to start this, so I'll end it and I'll talk to you in a minute.
yeah.
Yeah, so thank you all for being here, and so blessed. Oh, Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. And
Sure.
if you've got something out of today, just share it.
Absolutely. So have a beautiful night, and we will connect with you very